Hey guys, what's good? How you guys doing? My name is Daki. You can spell it as Darki, and then you know it's double E. I'm so happy to be back in your faces again. Today is Thursday morning, and obviously we're back again to your faces to bring you guys all the happenings in the world of music, and obviously the guys that makes the beat. Afrobeat is buzzing, becoming the next big thing, and the whole attention is kept on Afrobeat, and people are wondering what are these guys doing differently. That's my job to come through to you to tell you guys how our stars are actually doing differently. Want to say a big thank you to our fans out there for doing what you do. We love you guys so much. Thank you for your time, your energy, and your consistency. It means a lot to us. You guys are really amazing. Thank you, thank you, thank you. We can't thank you enough. Let's go straight to what the news look like. Trust me, yesterday was a roller coaster as we saw the Super Eagles of Nigeria defeating the Bafana Boys at their penalty at the point we're winning 1-0 and then we drew level to 1-1 and we saw where penalty shootouts came out and Wambali was the hero of the night. Congrats to the Super Eagles for actually going through to the finals of the CAF tournament. Obviously, we are going to be playing trade with Ivory Coast, Cote d'Ivoire, and that's the host nation. So you can just tell within yourself that this was a worthy tournament, World of Champions, and then we hope that at the end of the day, we come out victorious on that one. Kudos to everyone who played their part to achieve that major feat. We'll begin in this proper today with Burna Boy. We saw Burna Boy. The team has come out to give us information that there's a remix coming through with a song they called "Tested, Approved, and Trusted." And for this remix, they are going the route of Nicki Minaj. They're going to be having Nicki Minaj on the project. She has shared snippet of what our own verse look like, and we can tell you for free it is set for bangers. Now, this is going to cause like a major stir in the industry because we know for Davido's album at the point where he featured Nicki Minaj, and the song as expected really did not do good numbers as it were. But then Burna Boy is going similar route with Nicki Minaj, and if this one do massive numbers, obviously the dragging of Davido continues. Moving on, we saw Burna Boy also using this big platform to congratulate the Super Eagles on reaching the final of the tournament, the CAF tournament. And we saw where he said, "Congratulations to Super Eagles of Nigeria." And then he said he can't wait to watch the finals on Sunday. Sunday is the finals, and we all are going to be watching this one. Football is a unifying factor. Everyone, every race, every sector are all watching the tournament, and we all are happy that Nigeria is progressing. Moving on, we have Davido as the next guy on the news. We saw Davido coming out finally to make a post regarding the Recording Academy, and this is what he had to say. Davido came out to say, "Grammy Week was a vibe. Thank you all for my love. Thank you all for the love from my supporters. Thank you to the Recording Academy for recognizing me. Big congrats to the winners of the night." Apparently, Davido is now following the Recording Academy back, and it just shows it's all love, and you understand the process, and then he's just saying, "You know what? Let's just move on." And it was a week. It was a crazy week. Trust me, Grammy was a crazy week. But we're all so happy to see Davido is bouncing back and is getting back to start the year proper, massive one. On the 11th of this month, we're going to be seeing Davido live at the hotel alongside the Night of Generals, Asake, and amazing artists to take us on a long ride. Moving on, we saw Davido also coming out to wish the Super Eagles luck, and then he said, "Good luck, Super Eagles." And this was before the match, and obviously the luck worked for them, and the penalty shootouts they were triumphant over the South African boys. Moving on, we saw after the hero of the game, Wabali posted on his Instagram story, and then we saw a lot of people troop on to comment his post. But Davido was also one of those guys, and Davido commented saying, "Hero." So basically, Wabali was indeed the hero of the night. Moving on, we saw Davido once again after losing at the Grammys. Davido has again lost at the Mobo Award 2024, and he lost this one to Asake. I think at this point, he's just set up for the new year and he's not even paying attention to all of this again. But what of the news is the fact that Davido once again lost the Mobo Awards, and this time he lost it to Asake. Moving on, we saw Davido feel have just surpassed 49 million streams on Spotify. That's a massive one. 1 million down to go, and we're sure of bagging 50 million streams on Spotify. We saw Davido might not be winning awards, might not be doing numbers and all of that, but then he is making quite enough money to sustain him for himself. We saw where he just flashed about 100,000 US dollars for a new store. The store he had got for his years. We saw where he splashed the sum of over 100,000 US dollars. If you do the math, that's about 120 million naira for his third on his year. That's an amazing one. Davido is big on jewelries, and he loves having them. For some reason, people believe jewelries are also investment because you get them at this price, and the they are selling them, it's almost, if not half the price or double the price of what you got it. So obviously, it is a worthy investment to go into. Davido is big on jewelries. He has wristwatches, he has chains, he has necklaces, he has everything that actually are very, very, very expensive. And moving on, we have Asake, the star boy of the day. We saw Asake actually grabbing himself a Mobo award as he wins the best African music act award at the 26th Mobo award, and it defeats people like it defeats artists from South Africa, Botswana, Cameroon, and obviously his own country to clinch this award. I think this is a deserved one. Asake has been consistent and is deserving of every award that comes his way. Moving on, we saw Asake was not able to be there present to get the award, but then he was able to join via Zoom, and then we saw where he appreciated everyone that made this one come through. He appreciated the Mobile Award, he appreciated the Empire team, he appreciated the YBL team, and it was a short speech. Asake is not known for too many words. He just came out and he appreciated everybody that needs to be appreciated as he accepts the award for the best African act at the Mobiles Award. Moving on, we have Wizkid as the next guy on the news. So Wizkid has given us a date that the one he called One Love, inspired from the Bob Marley movie, will be released on the 14th of February, the Love Day. Wizkid have said, as we are celebrating love on Wednesday next week, I would also be dropping the audio for Wizkid One Love. And like I said, it is inspired from the Bob Marley movie. This one, we all can't wait to see what Wizkid will do on this one. Now, we're seeing Afrobeat artists doing movie routes. We saw Burna Boy worked on Black Panther. We've seen Davido worked on Coming from America. We've seen Wizkid again working on the Bob Marley movie. Afrobeat is becoming the next thing, and every sector from movie to sport to entertainment to tech to finance, every sector are only looking at how they want to work with Afrobeat. From football, we have seen bigger tournament like the World Cup inviting Davido to perform. From finances, we're seeing bank now endorsing Afrobeat artists. To movies everywhere. Movies are even going on a wildfire spree. They are all calling Afrobeat artists to have a soundtrack for their movie and all of that. Arya Star has jumped on one. Adekunle Good has jumped on one. So basically, every sector is working with Afrobeat artists, and all of these signs are what will prove to you that we are the next big conversation. Moving on, we saw Wizkid EP Summer Volume 2 have just surpassed 25 million streams on Apple Music. Massive one for Wizkid for that major feat. Now, Apple Music is quite difficult. For Spotify, it might seem so easy to achieve these numbers, but then, talking about Apple Music, you just know you have to use sweat and blood to achieve even a million streams. So for Wizkid, 25 million streams is a massive one for a 4-track project. It just shows that you have been successful, and it's only apt that we congratulate you for that one. We saw Charlie Poppy coming out to talk about who his biggest influence is when it comes to music, and then he came out to say, "My biggest influence in music is Wizkid." Apparently, he probably didn't even come out to say Wizkid directly. He mentioned the fact that he had so many people that influenced him, and he just speaks a lot from person. So from Davido is speaking, from Olamide is speaking, Burna Boy is speaking, but he said his biggest influence is Wizkid. He love his style, he love how he does music, and he's speaking a whole lot from Wizkid. We also saw where he spoke about the project. He said, yes, they did a song together, but he is not sure when the song will come out. Then she asked him, saying, who asked the song? Then he said he doesn't know. He's not going to talk about it, but there's a song. He is not sure of when the song will come out. He also went on to say he cannot go and force Wizkid to drop the song. That could just be a place where he slipped up to show that that's the Wizkid song. But then he said he cannot force Wizkid to drop the song. But then there's a song, and whenever the song comes out, you will see it. Moving on, we saw Wizkid IDK actually won on a poll done by the CAF team. We saw the CAF coming out with a poll question where they said, the battle of the band is on. Who will win this vote? And then they went on to say, help us choose one from below. We might play it in the stadium tomorrow. Twe, Egu, Big Baller, and IDK with Zlatan. And obviously, the numbers came in, the voting came in, and IDK won the poll. And it just shows FC guys all over the world are really a massive force, not to be joked with. Moving on, we have Charlie Poppy proper as the next guy on the news. We saw Charlie Poppy announcing it will be live in Abuja. That Charlie Poppy live in Abuja. on the 17th of February, and that's a weekend, and we want to see what he's set to do in Abuja. While this is buzzing, Charlie is also making us proud in the UK because we saw where he announced his first concert in the UK, and he sold that one out effortlessly. He sold it out, and after selling that one out, just like Asake run, we saw where the demand was too much, and he had to announce another date. So basically, he initially announced that he's going to be doing it on this date, and then it was a sold out one, and he promised that on the 11th of February he's going to be back again to gift them, and so the same venue, but obviously because of more demand, he's also creating a special day just to honor them. Ashake had the same run where he sold out the space, did it again, sold out, did it again, and we're seeing all our young artists now daring to go to the UK and sell out shows. Massive one, Charlie Poppy, for selling out a space in the UK. If you think it's easy, you have to run it. I'm moving on with Social Poppy speaking about his song. He said what he does is Afro talk. He said he was asked about his thought processes, so how what he does when he's singing, how does he come about his song, and then he said he's talking. There are no thought process to talk, he just talk. So he said what he does is he just talk in the song, no thought process, no special process. He's just getting the beat and he's talking. So he calls his own type of song Afro talk. Afro because it's African, then talk because that's what he does in the song. We also saw where he came out to say he shared his crazy experience with a fan. He said he actually went on the show, and when he was leaving, a fan jumped on his vehicle and he didn't want to go, and the drivers were going at top speed. He had to tell the driver to slow down, and then he said the moment he shook hands with this fan, the fan ran like wildfire. So all the fan wanted was an handshake with Charlie Poppy. That's how wild fans can go for who they love and their favorite. Moving on, we saw Charlie Poppy coming out to say he has to choose between test and calling, and then he said he prefers testing anytime. He does not call anybody. He will not call anybody. He doesn't call you. If you see his call, it's a fraud because he will not call you. He prefers testing than calling. So in case you have Charlie Poppy's contact and you see his call, just be rest assured that you're about to discount. Moving on, we saw Ketaife coming out to give us full details of the deal him and Young Ju had at the time, and then he said on a podcast with a Big Brother contestant, he came out to say he spent 15 million naira on Young Ju at the time, and then when the song came out, the Onyemo song, he thought it wise to say, you know what, I'm going to give you Young Ju 30% of this revenue. At the same time, I will give 10% to the producers, and then me for financing, I'm going to be taking 60%. And then he said he has not done anything wrong in that because he spent the money. Young Dude did not spend a dime on the project. It was his money, it was his connection, it was everything about him. And then he thought it wise that this is my share of the money, 60%, and Young Dude take 30%, while the producers get 10%. Do you think that's fair? Now, because these are the banter in the industry where label owners tend to take bigger share of the money, and then for some reasons people want to defend them saying yes, the artist did not put in a dime, but the question is he kept in the effort, he kept in the talent, and then talent is what makes way for the money. So why not increase the bid, maybe 50% or something? But like I said, let's see what you guys think about record label and their percentage when it comes to finances. Moving on, we saw 21 Savage yesterday with the Jakat in the live session. We saw where they exchanged pleasantries in Yoruba, and then we saw 21 Savage saying Alafia, Alafia, which means peace. And then we saw Doja Cat also making responses in Yoruba. And when we tell you Afrobeat is going global, these are the metrics we see, and we tell you, yes, we are indeed going global. Moving on, finally on the news, we saw the Eddies coming out to announce to us that the Eddies is coming back home. And obviously, this came in the wake of the Grammy shenanigans where a lot of people felt Afrobeat was robbed. And people called for Grammy to come back home and leave Atlanta and come back and make it a formidable force so that others can actually want to be a part of it. You can return the lost glory, so we can have the likes of Burna Boy, Davido, Wizkid gracing this great event. And the Eddies have listened to us and they have said they are coming back home to the country. They had a note to that where they said over the past few years, Afrobeat as a music and as a movement has exploded beyond our shores and beyond our dreams. Our songs have recorded billions of streams and sat comfortably on some of the world's biggest charts. Our music is the soundtrack to millions of videos online. Our stars have sold out the biggest arenas, even as African collaboration do the same numbers. They went on to say the Eddies followed the music in honor of this explosion as the event that recognized the arrival of our music talent way before they conquered the world. We understand the importance of taking the good news of great music to new frontiers. So the 2022 and 2023 edition of the Eddies held in the US, the world got a chance to see our global stars and our future stars live. This year, 2024, we are bringing the world back home to the place that breathed the sound, that has led everybody to the dance floor, that has launched the viral videos, and that has put our continent right at the center of global pop culture. They finally said, ladies and gentlemen, the Eddies is coming back home. More details soon. And this is what we have clamored for as Africans and as Nigerians. My name is Daki. We'll catch you guys on the very, very next one.